Hey folks, see Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to the last Thursday live stream of this month. Right. Um, Today's topic is something very interesting. It's about the demerger, a recent demerger of Raymond. Of course, we're going to quickly discuss that, and after discussing, then we'll move on to directly your question and answers. So, oh, wow, a lot of so good evening. A lot of people are wishing good evening in the comment section. So good evening to everyone, and a lot of new members joining in. Mangalam, Dr. Rajesh Sharma, Ishwarya Lakshmi, Vaibhav, um, Sudarshan, Shripad, Manoj, and Sadanand. Welcome to memberships. So yes, today, as I mentioned, first we are going to get kick-started with the Raymond discussion. For those who have been following this, roll number one present. Kya baat hai? Okay, so we'll take the presentee after this is done. So let's start. Yes. First, we are going to discuss about one important demerger that just took place comparatively recently, which was between Raymond Lifestyle and Raymond, the main company, right? So Raymond Lifestyle was demerged from Raymond, main company. Now, what was mentioned was that if you held 5 shares of Raymond Company, then you would be getting 4 shares of Raymond Lifestyle. Okay. Now, over the past 4 years of this demerger, or over the past 4 years prior to this demerger, is what I can say. Uh, the overall management team of at Raymond, uh, they have mentioned about the turnaround in the overall business. They had plans of becoming net debt free by 2025, but the actual net debt free position was attained in the financial year 2024 itself, right? And they also have uh, a cash or a net cash position, I can say somewhere around 200 crores. Now, we have to understand how the listing of Raymond Lifestyle took place. The listing was pretty amazing. It got listed at a premium of 93%. Okay, now why are people really talking about this? We're going to understand. Some nice presentation has been given by the management. First and foremost, you must understand that Raymond Lifestyle, the new demerged company that I'm talking about, that's purely a textile play or a garment play related company. It's a play on the India's wedding, the ceremonial market, which is valued around 18,300 crore rupees. Okay, it's a big market share, the overall big market. What company has guided on? The company has mentioned that we can grow our revenue in the scale of somewhere around 12 to 15%. And they also expect to double their EBITDA, that is earning before interest, tax, depreciation, amortization, to over 2,000 crore rupees by financial year 2028. Okay. So what I'm going to do now with this basic understanding, now I want to present my screen and tell you about what are some points that the management has mentioned. Okay. So let me share my screen. They're saying this is Raymond Lifestyle 2.0 growth drivers. They're saying that we are playing on the theme of India's largest wedding ceremonial attire brand, retail expansion, adding 650 plus stores in the next 3 years. They are wanting to have new growth vectors, something like ethnic, sleepwear, innerwear. And in the garmenting, they are saying that we are focusing more on China plus one strategy, Bangladesh plus one strategy, and also some FTAs. Okay. Now, I'm sure you might have heard about these terminologies. EBO is an exclusive brand outlet wherein currently they have 409 stores, but they are planning to have 900 stores. Now, what is EBO? Exclusive brand outlet means a shop which will have only Raymond's fabric or garments, uh, clothes basically. No other brands' clothes will be housed if it's a EBO, exclusive brand outlet. Now, the second one, MBO, multi brand outlet, also mentions the name itself. Uh, Currently, they have 4,500 plus stores, planning to have 5,500 plus stores by financial year 27. Then LFS is a large format store, okay, where currently they have around 1,300, plan to go around 2,500, so almost doubling down. And TRS, which is not the Ranveer show. I know you might have read it over the net. I'm sure he'll get back his channel. I mean, YouTube will definitely, come in and come in for help as fast as possible, and I'm sure the great podcasts will be back, right? But talking currently about the Raymond, shop. Currently, they have 1,065 stores, and they're planning to take it to 1,200 stores by financial year 27. They're focusing on metros, state capitals, key malls, strategic terms, okay, basics. Now, for financial year 24, they have mentioned about their P&L status, gross margins, EBITDA percentage. They have also said that 5 years margin expansion is 604% or 604 basis points, sorry, which comes to 6.04%. Okay. Even the future growth guidance that they have given, sustainable growth 12 to 15%, doubling EBITDA, uh, then surplus cash, their overall working capital to bring it to 60 days. So, all in all, they have also given a very nice growth guidance. Now, we have to understand about how the EV EBITDA valuation will come into play, but that requires a lot of discussion. So what I totally understand, Vivek. Yes, it's a very valid point. The market is cluttered with ABFRL, with Manyavar, and even something like other other players in this as well. And if I'm not mistaken, Manyavar also has not given great returns, is what I remember. I'll just quickly share my screen. Even I don't remember about the chart immediately, but Manyavar is what, Vedant Fashions, right? Vedant Fashions. So exactly. So if you see here, this is 2023 December. So it's been more than a year, but the stock has not been able to cross its previous highs. This is again one more. Oh, this is October 2022. So totally understand this point that yes, this overall space has not given that great returns. Now the only point is that the points that they have mentioned about this, that they are planning to double the EBITDA by 2028. In that case, you should understand how EV/EBITDA valuation model comes into place. Uh, I mean, discussing that during a Thursday live stream will consume a lot of time. So what I'm going to do is tomorrow at 9 we have our yearly pro investors live stream. Okay. So for those who know, we have two sorts of pro investor membership. One for our YouTube pro investors, which is a monthly membership. But if someone goes for the yearly pro investor membership, you can enroll for our yearly pro investor membership through our website rachanaranade.com. And of course, anyone who wants to enroll for our courses, be it a pro investor membership or be it anything like some other courses, right? That is what you can opt for. And you can definitely use the coupon code CARRYT that you can see on the screen right now. uh, so what I'm going to do tomorrow, two important things. Tomorrow I'm going to discuss about all the competitors, be it Vedant Fashions, two, three competitors I've listed down in the Excel sheet. I'm going to tell you how EV EBITDA valuation model can be used to derive at a possible share price. So this is not going to be any stock recommendation or something like that, but it is going to be an explainer on how to use EV EBITDA model, right? Number one. Number two, we are also going to talk about technical analysis about how certain demergers have taken place in the past and how the share price movement has happened over the past. So it's going to be a really interesting session. Those who are our annual pro investor members, don't forget to tune in tomorrow at 9 p.m. It's going to be a Zoom meeting. And for those who are YouTube members, what we are going to do, that chunk, because it's going to be a Q&A live as well after that. So that chunk wherein I'm going to discuss the EV EBITDA valuation model and technical analysis, especially demerger cases technical analysis. That chunk will be trimmed from the entire Zoom meeting, and we'll upload that specifically for all those who are pro investors on YouTube as well. Okay, so don't worry on that. The only advantage if you are a yearly pro investor member is that you get to learn this live, right? So yes, going back to our discussion, this is what I wanted to mention. A very interesting demerger is what I feel. Uh, and tomorrow, when you understand about the valuations and technicals, you'll definitely enjoy it a shade more, is what I understand, right? Now, today, because it's the last Thursday, I think I'd done this on the last Thursday of the previous month as well. I plan to dedicate the last Thursdays of every month to answer maximum queries of our members. So in the first 10 minutes after discussion, immediately I'm going to start with the Q&A. So whatever questions you have, let's see if I can answer a lot of questions today. Plus, I have my research team member with me as well. So some queries I may allot from the chat, and you will get my team answering some questions for you in the chat section as well. So I'm going to try and answer maximum queries of yours. Some answers you will get in the chat section also. So it's going to be fun. Hemanji, thank you for the lovely super sticker. And oh, you are in Lausanne, Switzerland. Oh. Hashtag feeling jealous. Okay. Welcome to new members as well. Welcome, Vic. Yes. So now let's get started. First question. Trinab is saying, ma'am, Nifty and Sensex at 80H, but portfolio not performing well at all. What to do? Same problem with me. This is going to be a common problem for those who have comparatively lower exposure in large caps, especially Nifty stocks. So, for example, even in my portfolio, I have a huge exposure in mid caps, especially also few PSUs. In that case, of course, PSUs are not performing that great right now. So same was the case with me. My portfolio was down like just 0.03%, but it was down today. But the market was up almost like, if I remember, 0.8% it was up. So don't worry, Trinab, it's not only with you. Any person who has less exposure to Nifty stocks has more exposure to mid-cap stocks. It's almost the same case for everyone, right? Vivek is happy that his chat has finally opened because he has enrolled for the membership, and Durga, for you also the chat has opened, right? All right. Next question is, ma'am, market trend is up. Any clue next? So for that, what I'll do is I'll present my screen. Till then, Anuj, if you can just confirm this for Global Spirit. Papa Shango has this question: rounding bottom daily and monthly, good volumes in the past few days. Anuj, if you can just confirm this and answer the question. So till then, I'll just quickly try and share my views on Nifty, because I'm sure a lot of people have this question as to what next. Market is just crazily hitting higher highs. Today it closed at 26,200. It's going off the roof. I totally understand that. But I mean, even if you're talking about pivots, way higher as compared to all the pivots, R3 also crossed. Now, if you see here, we have drawn this trend line. This has been broken and strong. I mean, there is no reason for any reversal right now. Okay, now can you book your profits right now and just sit on cash? I mean, at least I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to book 100% of my profits. But I have started booking profits in some shares which I feel that have given decent enough return, which are not a part of my core portfolio. I have started booking profits. I also try to see that they have already become long term, because get a little bit taxation benefit on that as well. So am I booking 100% profits, whatever are there in my portfolio? My answer is no. Just because market is at an all-time high, I'm not going to do that. But yes, as I mentioned, in some stocks where I feel that the run-up is more than enough, I have started to book profits slowly and steadily now, because 20. I mean, it's so hard to guess what next, because I understand that there is no sign of reversal, but the fact is that it just can't keep on going and going and going. What could be the positive triggers? Let's understand. What could be the negative triggers also? Let's understand. One positive trigger is that typically what we have seen, that October series is not that bad. Okay, typically October has, I mean, majority of the series in October, past few series I'm talking about, they have given decent enough returns. Number one. Number two, I had seen this on the television, that it was mentioned that typically before the American elections, markets don't react crazy. I mean, markets don't fall crazily. I think the election is scheduled in November. I don't remember the exact date. In US, I'm talking about. So ideally, October should not be like a huge crash as per data points in the past. Okay, so that is the reason why I'm saying that October, I don't feel that you should be like booking everything and sitting on huge amount of cash. But typically, because of two reasons, as I mentioned, October series being good, plus US elections, I don't see any reason why there should be a huge crash per se. What has been seen in the past is just around the elections there is a profit booking. US, I'm telling you, and of course, if it impacts US markets, it is going to impact the Indian markets as well. But post election, again, a rally starts. Okay, has what has been observed in the past. Okay, so that is the reason why I feel that no need to worry per se. There is no bad news right now in the market. We have digested all the possible bad news in the market, and we are still going strong. So just because we are at an all-time high, no need to worry. Keep if you have taken few stocks only and only from the trading perspective, keep on trailing your stop losses, and keep this in mind that you will never be able to sell at the highest possible point. Okay, have your trailing stop losses in place and enjoy the ride till it exists, right? Chalo. Let's go on to the next one. Imran asks, which sector can do better in the future other than banks and NBFCs? Okay, I think I have answered this in the past. In the previous live stream only, I had mentioned about this. But right now, in fact, I feel that overall, I know this is against what is happening right now, but PSUs have corrected quite a bit. They have to start performing at some point in time. So I feel that PSUs may be one good sector. Second one, if you have observed today, the auto space, entire auto space actually had a nice run up today. I'll share my screen, Imran. Okay, and if you remember, I had discussed about the interest rate cycle, right? So whenever interest rates start lowering, again, this is one more sector which can see a good run up. Where is a resistance that I could see is somewhere here. If I were to join the tops, let me just be a little bit more precise. Okay, so if I were to join the tops, still some room left here at the index level. At index level, 2.5%. If it goes beyond that, wow. Okay, so it'll be interesting to watch this sector. Even if you see something like a Maruti Suzuki today, I mean, impressive, 4.6% up, and this big gap was filled in style, and with a gap up opening. All in all, autos have done pretty well today also. So will be interesting to watch the whole auto space, right? माझा ना असं वाटतंय का लोकांना? अच्छा. Okay, I think there were some comments. Maybe they misinterpreted what I said. My portfolio is not in loss. Today's P&L is in minus 0.03 loss. Okay. I mean, I would have shown my portfolio, but I generally don't. Only income tax department knows. Okay, my portfolio is in way high double-digit profit. It's just that today's P&L was in minus 0.03% loss. Okay, people have been investing since 2006, and even till today, if I'm not able to get some basics right, फिर क्या ही फायदा है, right? So don't worry, it's not about it's not portfolio till date, only today. Okay. Vivek is saying my portfolio showed more returns at 25,000 than 26,000. I mean, that's what I'm telling you, right? If you have more mid caps, that's what has happened for a lot of people. India Siemens, flag and pole, how to find target and when breakout. Okay. So, acha, by the way, Imran, I hope your question was answered. So let's check India Siemens flag and pole. Okay. India Siemens. All right. The only concern is that the pole is huge. I mean, it's just going on and on. It has completely gone in a sideways trend. So not a classic case of flag and pole. Even if I were to ignore the wicks, and it is yet to break out. So yes, this is forming a flag and pole. The flag should have been a little bit narrower, and plus no breakout as of now. So doesn't qualify here. Anuj, if you can just check for Lupin, rounding bottom on monthly chart with retest, and just answer Omkar's question. We'll till then take B. Someshwar Rao's question. Vedanta Limited has broken out of ATH of 10 years. Please see. Let's see Vedanta Limited. 10 years. Let's go to the monthly chart. Ooh, I already have something here. Okay, 1 minute. I might have done this some time back. It's like a downward sloping. So now the data point then and now would be different. So let me just look at this. This is a 10-year chart, right? Oh, no, not even 14 years. Wow, 14 years. So this was the point touched here. And if you see here, this month's retest is almost at a similar level. Now we also have to ideally draw a horizontal line here. J. So what would be really important here is that ideally it should also break above this. Okay, then it will be much more fun to watch, right? Plus, if I were to even draw this now, I can see so many different correlations which I'm trying to pull out. So this was also one more support. So it's taking beautiful. I mean, it's touching and it's coming back. Would really love if this stock closes above 494.85. But oh God, I forgot to share my screen. Did I? So sorry. Okay, sorry for that. I'll rub all the drawings. 1 minute. Okay, so if you see here, now if I were to draw a trend line which is almost trying to, join all these tops. Nice support taken, bounce back. Now if I were to even, if I were to join these tops, still a support exactly taken here. And now with the help of this magnet, if I were to just understand the horizontal line, I hope you're understanding how I'm now trying to find out supports and resistances. Now, a big important point here is it should ideally close above this horizontal line. If yes, then I can say that a 14-year high has been broken and it has sustained above it. That is really important, okay? So interesting one, always add such stocks to your watch list. Keep on watching these stocks closely for further price action, right? Asit is saying, I'm answering Asit's question. In the meanwhile, Anuj, if you can answer this question of Mahindra and Mahindra Finance flag and pole in daily breakout, please answer this one. Okay, banking sector has not performed in the last 2 to 3 years, and if because of Fed rate cut, if repo comes down, then deposits ROI will come down. Lending will continue to rise. Your views on banking? Absolutely, very much interesting space right now. The whole financial sectors. Why only banking, Asit? I'll present my screen and I'll try and show you something about the whole financial services space. So let's say I'm talking about CNX Finance, CNX Financial Services Index. Okay, sorry. Sometimes too much of analysis, but happens. Okay, better is I think weekly only altar. Okay, now if I were to join these smaller highs, okay, have a look at this. It has clearly, so let me just take this out for simplicity. Okay, even I'll take this out for simplicity right now. Okay, so what I did was, here you can see this is from March 22. It took a resistance here, one more resistance, one more resistance. It has been taking these resistances for quite a long time, broke above it, has taken a support and is bouncing sharp. Okay, is this a good sign? Yes, why not? Okay, now if I were to understand what could be one more resistance for it, then I would draw a line from here. Alt T would try to join this. So ideally, this is where the whole index could go. Now from here till here, from here to here, this is still a huge gap. 15% is too high for an index, but you can understand how much room is still left here. So does CNX Finance look good? Yes. Now let's talk about Nifty Private. bank index. Okay. Now if you were to understand all T, I'll just switch this off. Okay. Okay, these are the recent tops that I've joined. Just zoom this in so that you can understand this in a better way. Has it broken above the resistance? It has. Just very recently it has broken above the resistance. So it'll be interesting to watch how does this perform. But now if you check Nifty public sector, Nifty, just do CNX Nifty public sector, banks. Why can't I say public sector? Nifty, let me see. Nifty PSU bank hoga kya? Nifty bank index is what I can see. What's wrong? Nifty public bank. PSU banks kya hoga? Why am I not able to? What's wrong with my brain right now? Well, let me see banks only, Nifty bank, and maybe it can show me some option. Nifty PSU banks. God. Okay, I was typing public sector banks. Okay, Nifty PSU banks. Now, if you see here, it is not performing that great. It was in a channel. It's a weekly chart, of course. It has broken out, agreed. But if you see here, right now, entire financial sector space has given a breakout. Private sector banks has given a breakout, but right now, this kind of not in a great mood right now. Even if I were to draw these trend lines now, I'm just deleting this for the time being. Latest higher highs, if I were to join, no, this is nowhere even, it's struggling right now. Okay, so all in all, what is the conclusion? Conclusion is simple right now. Out of banks and NBFC, so entire space, financial services has given a nice breakout, and it is pretty much strong. Second one, as compared to public sector, private sector banks are showing more promise. Okay, so I hope all the points with technical analysis are clear. Okay, kya baat hai? So my team is also answering in the chats. Good. Oh, this is also one question that Anuj, you can answer about IEX. We had discussed this in the office. If you can just answer this in the chat section as well. So many people joining in. Jatin Bhai joining in. Manoj, tu ka join keleles? Manoj is from my team and he has become a YouTube member. Manoj is going to ask for. No. I was just about to say he was going to ask for the reimbursement from my finance team tomorrow, maybe. Okay. Ajit, yes. So welcome to memberships. Okay. Any other question? Newer question? I'm just trying to take newer and newer questions. Exactly, that is what happened. 101%, yes. I mean, that's how, the backbone is really strong. Right. Okay. Okay. Sudarshan Chemicals chart, 50% up. Please explain. Ooh, okay. Let me see. I've not seen the chart of Sudarshan Chemicals since a long, long time. Okay. Sudarshan Chemicals. Nice. Let me also check on a monthly frame. Wow. Have a look at this. Even if I were to join these tops, nice breakout and a classic retest. Really interesting. Volumes are also not bad. Worth adding to your watch list. definitely worth adding to your watch list. I hope my normal chart is only on. Yes. Okay. Perfect. So no, just look at the volume here in the initial phases. Then nice volume candles here as well, here as well. Wow, looks really really interesting. I have not done the fundamental analysis of this stock purely based on technicals. It's a what? Almost more than 6 years ka breakout. Very nice. Who has picked this? Meenakshi. Very good. Anuj who? Anuj is from my team. He's also a chartered accountant. Okay. Uh, all right. Please check TA of India Cements. Seems like Poland flag. Oh, didn't we check that? India Cements. Yes, we did. Okay. Welcome to memberships. Okay. Hi, ma'am. Hudko in support line after a long time. We'll definitely check that. In the meanwhile, uh, Anuj, one question for you. Mass Financial broke the bullish pennant confirmation candle, not strong enough. Stock price above Dema lines. If you can just answer that. Okay. Till then, I answer this. Hudko in support line after a long fall. Let's check how does the chart look like. Oh, sorry. Ooh, okay. So this is definitely a good support for the stock. This line. Um, okay. So important. So if you can see here, 1 2 3 took some, it was staying here for some time. Try to take a support here and here again. Important is reversal now. It has to see some reversal. Ooh, it has crossed below the 150 line also. Oh wow, this is a very good support level right now for Huko. No doubts on that. Stock is down how much percentage, by the way? Worth adding to your watch list. Check for reversal. 100% you should check for reversal and follow this closely. Anush, please note down these stocks. We should also add to our watch list, see what happens. One was Sudarshan Chemical, second one is Hudko. Okay. Can we book profit on Dixon or keep holding it? Have been holding from your. I have never suggested any stock. Baad hai prashna. But would definitely clarify. Yes, uh, we have done a video on Dixon. Main purpose is to tell you about what does the company do. I make videos. Even if it's your profit, it's your profit. Even if it's your loss, it's your loss. I know if you have, entered this stock at 4,000, you should be more than happy, because if you see the stock currently trading at 14,000 plus levels. Wow. So I mean, I have just made a video just to tell you how the stock looks like, but it was with your additional study that you have bought it. Okay, take the credit, please. This was the up flag pattern that we had. Maybe we had discussed this in one of the live streams. This was what is as per the up flag pattern. This is where it's taking a support right now. So in such cases, whenever, see, if you have bought this with a thought process of comparatively shorter time frame, plus you are in such nice profits, keep your stop losses trailing, enjoy the ride. At one point in time, the moment you get a reversal and if the stop losses hit, that's okay, that's where you can quit. Otherwise, just don't be in a hurry. Okay, but have a trailing stop loss. Anuj, please check for Ujjivan Small Finance Bank as well. Dr. Abid, Varroc double bottom on daily chart. Let's check. Varroc Engineer. Arre baap re. Wait. just close the demo lines. 1 minute. You may say this is a double bottom, okay, but some interesting. Let me just check what can we see. Are. In a monthly time frame, okay, maybe, but I have not tracked this stock, but this was down about 90%. Something might have terrifically gone wrong. Let's see on the weekly chart, how does it look like? Kind of a double bottom, you can definitely say that, but we'll have to study what has changed fundamentally here. If I were to draw this, took a support here, 1, 2, 3, face some resistance here. Okay. The volumes are getting interesting. You can see here some interest is coming in this stock, no doubts on that. But we'll have to try and understand what is happening in this stock. Is the stock near? Oh, it's also near the long-term moving averages. But again, interesting to add to your watch list and at least try and understand what has happened in this stock. See, whenever we see such terrific falls, 90% fall, first and foremost, you have to try and understand why did it go down so much. And next important point is, why is it recovering? Is there something fundamental change in it? If yes, then only it's worth tracking, right? Okay, now here's a question for me. I want to read out in the chats. Let me see who can guess it. Okay. Ma'am, which company has maximum weightage in your portfolio? Chalo, shoot. I want to read out the answers. Let me see who answers it. Which company has maximum weightage in my portfolio? Guesswork starts. Anjan is saying Airtel. Okay. Rajesh is saying Airtel. Rajlingam is saying Airtel. Papa Shango REC. Sachin is saying REC. Vijay Sharma REC. Ved Vyasu says Tata Motors. Oh. All right. Tough fight between Airtel and REC. Very tough fight. Titan? No. Not at all. Dixon, I sold off. Okay. And do you expect me to answer this? Really? Oh, Omkar has written 4 stocks. REC, Airtel, HAL, Tamo. क्या बात है? क्या बात है? Okay, I'll tell क्या. Oh, Jamil is saying Bikaji, one of my I think stock of the month's last month. Nice performance, I must say that. Rajesh says not required. We understood. It is REC. Okay. I mean, fun fact. So for those who have been following my channel for a long time, they know for a fact that when I was a student, when I was in CA final, that was the time when I started investing in stock market. So my first ever demat account was with Edelweiss. Okay. And then of course somewhere in 2019, 2020, whatever, I shifted. I mean, I opened another demat account with Zerodha and Upstocks, right? So all my old shares are with Edelweiss, but Zerodha also I started building up a parallel portfolio. REC I have even from the IPO. Dixon I have from IPO, by the way, and that's a crazy story. So Dixon from my kite. So Zerodha I have sold off, but Edelweiss is also one different story. So yeah, that is it. Okay. Everyone is trying to get stocks from my profile. Don't do that. Your risk taking capacity, my risk taking capacity can be different, right? But anyways, whenever I feel that if I were to analyze my own portfolio filled with a lot of fundamentally strong stocks, would not, I mean, I also have some investments in SME IPOs, but again, it's a risk taking capacity, is what everyone has to assess, uh, because SMEs are something like which have blown off my mind for the last 1 to 2 years. Believe it or not, it has given better returns as compared to, I mean, there was a crazy study which mentioned that Sensex has not even gone past 1 lakh, but the SME index has. So it's crazy to even learn more and more about SMEs. Just want to ask a quick question. Would you like to? Would you like me to host a webinar on SMEs? So I'll tell you why am I asking this question, because as I mentioned, right, last 1 to 2 years I've been investing in SMEs, and I can definitely share my own experience about SME stocks, uh, and what are the biggest positives that you have to look at. What are the biggest risks that you have to understand when you invest in SMEs? So I'm just going to quickly start a poll here, and let me see how many of you are really interested in this SME webinar. If I get a lot of answers as yes, I would definitely consider going ahead with uh, you know, drafting an outline for the SME webinar. And what's wrong with my chat? The moment I said start poll, it's just going round and round and round. Let me just refresh this for a second. 1 second. Okay, yes, it is right there. Just see if you can answer in the poll. The poll has just started. Uh, can you see the poll? And if you can please answer in the poll, yes or no. Would you like me to host a webinar on SMEs? I can see 0 votes right now. Are you able to vote or not? नहीं है Okay, 1 minute. I'll end the poll. I'll ask one more time. Uh, oh, poll complete 350. Why couldn't I see? Why couldn't I see it? I'll please ask one more time. SME. I'll just cut it short. SME webinar? Question mark. Yes. No. Start a poll. Oh God, it is. Now it has started up. I'll wait for like 30 seconds. Quickly answer yes, no, because in that case, I would definitely, me, my team members, we would sit down, we would try to draft an outline of that, which will have loads and loads and loads of examples over the last 1 to 2 years. It'll just at least help you understand the space, understand what are the advantages, what could be the risks. Uh, it is a fun space to at least learn about. See, ultimately whether you want to invest or not is totally your question, I mean totally your outlook, right? But understanding this space is something really crazy. uh, I can also share my own personal experiences about investing in this space. Okay, almost getting 500 ke aspas. Now compare the votes count against likes. Now you'll understand people's. Yeah, I know. Oh God, Rajesh has a very nice analysis. Rajesh says compare the votes count against the likes that you have on this live stream right now, and you'll understand how much people are interested. Okay, I'm just going to end the poll right now. I can see 467 people voting, but only 422 likes on the live stream. Okay, 93% people have voted for the yes of this webinar. I promise I will come up with this webinar. uh, will try my best to get it in the next month. See, because today only ऐसे topic निकल आया. I mean, just I don't know from where this topic came in. We started with someone talked about what is the highest uh, holding of any stock in my portfolio. Then we moved on to SME somehow, and okay, kya baat hai. Loved it, but wow, really interested and really keen to do this. I mean, I can give 100% of my practical experience in this webinar, right? So Oh God, SME meaning is small and medium enterprises. Okay, uh, it'll be fun. I promise I'll try my level best to bring in this webinar in the month of October itself. Yeah, definitely will be worth it, right? 10:15 it is. Kya baat hai? Swapnil, on this occasion of announcement of the SME webinar, has thought of gifting a membership. Thank you, Swapnil, for this amazing gesture. Totally appreciate it. Right? Thanks a lot once again. Last 3-4 questions before we stop for the day. Okay. Anuj, if you can answer this question on PTC Financial Services. In the meanwhile, I'll answer Sai Prasanna's question. TA on UPL, please. On a 1-year chart, it has formed a good cup and handle pattern. Would also request a video on identifying multibaggers from MSME. So SMEs now is definitely on the card now. Not MSME. MSME stands for micro, small, and medium enterprises. Micros are not listed. SMEs are, which is small and medium enterprises. Okay, so we'll definitely pull up the UPL chart. UPL. All right, this is a monthly chart. Let us check daily also. It was in a pretty much downward falling trend. Nothing interesting, to be honest. It's like a wait and watch kind of thing. Nothing interesting, Sai Prasanna. Oh, a webinar on best mutual fund selection. Oh, that's a part of my Magic of Mutual Funds course. You can definitely consider enrolling for the course, and I've given a step-by-step guide on how can you choose a good mutual fund, right? Pooja, if you can just paste the link of the Magic of Mutual Fund course as well. And like I mentioned, CARRYT is the coupon code that you can use as well. Anuj, if you can also answer this question on Mannapuram Gold Finance. Okay, Sher Puttar. Why entertainment industry is on a rally? Mukta tips touching upper circuit. Never tracked entertainment industry, to be honest. But let's see. Achha, let me at least try and pull out tips and see how is it performing on the charts. Felt bad I didn't even open tips films. Oh, something is happening. Look at the volume candle. 1, 2, back to back, 2 huge volume candle. This is a huge volume candle. This one is still not bad. Something is happening. Okay, 1 minute. Or J. I feel good. I've at least pulled out this chart. Let me just close 150 and 200 demo first. This is interesting. So daily candle. This is October 2022. So almost 2 years. So this is where, I don't know, might have got listed here, or was it a demerger of something? I don't know. This was the high that it had formed. Post this, it had tested this high multiple times. 1, 2, 3, broke out a congestion zone here. And right now, if you can see, it has broken up with a gap up, that too amazing volumes. Though it has seen a big wick today as well. So a lot of selling pressure coming in today itself. Will be interesting to see how does it sustain here, because here also it may see some pressure. But yeah, interesting because if you see here, no volume interest here and sudden spike in the volume, something is happening here. Anuj, again, add this in for our study. What's happening in this space, we can definitely dig down into deeper details. Tips industries. Breakout in Bajaj Finserv, HUL in monthly time frame. Let's check HUL. We have covered Bajaj Finserv once or twice, so let's check HUL as well. Okay, I'll have to type out the whole thing. Is it Hindustan Unilever? Oh. What are Yes, it is. Possibility number one, this. Possibility number two, if I were to just draw a horizontal line, still yes. Yes, for Hindustan Unilever as well. Raghav is asking, can a software engineer ever land into your team, provided the potential and keenness in learning new things? Uh, what will a software engineer do in my uh, office? I'm not sure, but definitely, if I think of something, we'll let you know. Okay, Anuj, if you can just see the chart of Map My India and see if there is something interesting to share. Meanwhile, I'll answer this question on. Wow, wow. But with Team CRR, we don't expect tips. Thank you. Okay. Any other question? What should be the minimum shares to be bought for a long term? There's no minimum, but there's a maximum. Not more than 15 to 20 scripts is what I always say. Because if you have like crazy somewhere around like 100 scripts in your portfolio and that too for a longer term, how are you going to track that, right? So better to have lesser number of shares as far as the long term thing is concerned. All right, I think this is it. Generally, we have a stop at 10:15. Today, we exceeded it by almost 10 minutes. It's almost an hour now since I started the stream. uh, oh, Gaurav is asking, why do you have multiple demat accounts? Good question. Edelweiss is only and only because of, uh, you know, an emotional attachment is what I can say. Edelweiss now Nuvama. Uh, Zerodha and Upstocks, there is a reason for that because when I started my content creation journey, uh, both these brokerage, I mean, people from both these brokerage houses had come to me and they had asked if I would want to talk about their platform on my channel. And I said, if I've not used your platform, I don't think I should be talking about it. And that's when they said, try opening an account and see whether you feel that the interface is good or not. I said, makes sense. So that's when I started using Upstocks and Zerodha. So when I was sure that this is a very good user interface, that is when I started talking about these on my platform as well. So I mean that is the only reason why I have multiple demat accounts. But you can also think about it from a perspective that if you are not disciplined enough, I mean not you as in not you Gaurav, but this is for all the viewers who are watching the stream right now. If you feel you are not disciplined enough, what you can do is you can have a separate demat account for investing. You can have a separate demat account for trading, so that you don't have the temptation of selling your investments, and you are always disciplined about buying and selling stocks which you have taken for trading purpose. So that is how you can think about it, having multiple demat accounts, at least two, one for investing and one for trading. Okay. All right. This ideally should have been the last question. uh, Rather, I think I'll make sure Anuj is not asking for reimbursement. That was Manoj, about whom I was talking. Anyways, okay. So thank you everyone for joining in. Almost 1 hour that I've been doing this live stream. Acha, by the way, people, this was the first time that I thought of introducing one more new concept in our live stream, uh, where I try and answer majority of your questions. Just first 10 minutes I dedicated for a new concept, a new theme basically, but balance whole session I tried my level best to answer your questions, number one. But not only me, one more chartered accountant from my team, so he will also join in for the live streams. If I get a lot of yeses in the chat box, so that me and my team, we would be in a position to answer more and more doubts. That is the whole thought process of this live stream, because Pooja is anywhere there, who is on her toes to paste all the relevant links. Of course, I mean, just while I mentioned, uh, a shout out for you, Pooja, again. Um, And also Anuj, you get a first shout out for your first attendance in the live stream. Kya baat hai? Narendra is saying excellent initiative, helps a lot. Thank you, thank you. Wow. So this was just an effort, an attempt from me and my team, so that we could, answer a few more queries. So, oh God, Anuj, this is what you get in your first live stream. इतना first stream में इतना मत footage देना उसको, वो अगले stream आएगा नहीं. See, Anuj, oh, क्या बात है, क्या बात है. Anuj, you have to hashtag thank me later. Huh? Okay, and okay, fantastic. Okay, still new people joining in. My first live stream being a member says polar bear, kya baat hai. Very nice. Good to see that so many people uh, joining in and so many people also giving so many responses. Thank you everyone for joining in. I'll see you in the next one next Thursday. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye bye.